Hi, you guys. I made it. I didn't quite finish my lunch, so I brought it with me. I don't know. I'm like, well, I'll just bring it up with me. Maybe someone else will pop in and I'll eat while we chat. Look at the side chat. All right. Hi, you guys. Hi. So I do have this scarf on because those of you that, know me, hang out with me, you know that I had, ACDF surgery. So the scar is here. Let me chat a little bit about that real quick. Now, the way I structured this, I didn't really focus on reselling. I just wanted to chat, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So I'm like, whatever. So we might get some people that aren't into reselling. So those of you that are here are my reseller friends. So this is what the thing looks like that I wear. But we're at week 4 now, so I can take it off now and then, and I don't have to wear it when I'm sleeping if I don't want to. But it looks like this, and this is open, so it just kind of reminds me. He said I just wear it loose. It just kind of reminds me not to do too much, right? It's not uncomfortable. It's really not, and it's super lightweight. Oh, is that Patty? Is this familiar? Yeah. Oh, hi, Regina. I just watched one of your videos yesterday. I think you were talking about TRUMP. So it's real lightweight, you guys, but I took it off for now. Now listen, for those of you that are curious, I know some people are curious about medical stuff. I'm going to take this off for a second and I'll let you see the scar. So because some people are curious. So if you don't like that thing, turn away for just a second and I'll tell you when you can come back. Okay. It's not that it's bad. It's just some people just don't like to see that stuff. I hate when I'm scrolling Instagram and somebody I follow has been in an accident or something. And then boom, there's this big bleeding scar. I'm like, could you put like a warning? So this is it, you guys. So I'll show it. It was angry for a long time. I think I had an allergic reaction to the Dermabond glue or either the glue that was on around the bandage that I had to wear, because this thing was not happy for a long time. In my opinion, it still feels a little angry, but it's finally calming down. Doesn't hurt. Okay, here we go. So those of you that don't like scars, turn away. But some people are curious about this stuff. Okay, so it's starting to calm down. I can touch it and everything. It doesn't hurt. And then there's a little one on my back where they went in through the back to do a little scraping of things. So this is a typical ACDF scar. It's kind of in a crease. So eventually, as months go by, it'll be less and less noticeable. And thank goodness it's calming down a lot. Yeah. Okay. All right. So those of you that had to look away, my scarf is back on. So that's why I'm wearing this weird scarf, okay? And a couple other things. It is like 7 degrees here in Colorado. A lot of the country is having a cold snap. So it's like 7 degrees here. Whew. So this kind of feels good to have on in my little cuffs. And then one more thing before I start reading the chat and see how you guys are doing and answer questions. I'm wearing this because I bought this to wear. This cool jersey, vintage retro style jersey, to wear for my last sale before Christmas. But as some of you know, I took an offer for a hurry up. Do you want to take this open time slot, in 2 days surgery? So it went from January. Oh, wow. It went from January something, to this month that I would have had it to 4 weeks ago. Hang on, I'm still on Oxy, just a little bit of Oxy. December the 16th, 4 weeks ago. So I really didn't have time to really, prepare as much. I was starting to prepare, for the downtime, but boom. Anyway, so it's cute, you guys. Isn't it cute? I got it on eBay. I don't know. I tried to see where these were being made because I thought somebody else is going to want one of these. It's so cute. Y'all know I do deer for the holidays, right? I do deer. So, ta-da, I'm wearing it for you today. It's super cute, isn't it? It was only $20. So, hang on. You can take a screenshot and try to find one, maybe. Let me hold still. If anybody wants to take a screenshot, do that now. And you can use it to do a reverse lens, search and see if you can find one. Okay. All right. So let's start here. I know, Skylar, so cute. I still have your shirt to send you in some friend mail. The one that I found that has your, just happens to have your logo on it. Okay. Thank you, Regina. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Yes, this is more of a deal than I anticipated, you guys. It is. I'll talk about that. And then we'll move on to the crazy news cycle and why I'm going live. I'm going live because, now let me start with that. Why am I going live? Well, I miss you guys for once. I'm sure my husband is tired of having to babysit and talk to me about stuff that he could care less about, right? So let's give my husband a break, okay? Can't go outside. It's like 7 degrees, and that's going to be the high. That's it. So I thought, well, I thought, let me check on social media. And so I was scrolling Instagram this morning. What a mistake. Oh my gosh. The TikTokers are losing their shit. They are losing it. So I was like, whoa. But I want to come back and talk about that. Let's spill some tea and let's just vent about that. But let me do the chats real quick first. And then we can all like laugh or moan or whatever you feel like doing about this TikTok. They are losing it, especially the young ones. So let's talk about that in a minute, okay? All right, so let me just go down the row. Hi, LaDonna. Hi, babe. I've been trying to keep up with you guys, but I haven't always been logging into social media. But I've been trying to keep up with you guys as best as I can. And if you don't show up in my algorithm, because you know how that is, when you don't keep up with someone, kind of gets pushed down. So if I haven't been seeing you, then I try to go find you and see what you might have posted lately, and give you a hi or a like. Let's see. So we did that one. Yes, it's cold. I can't remember where you're at, Regina. I don't know if you're involved in the cold snap or not. So we've got California burning. What a nightmare. We can talk about that too. Any of you that are in Cali, feel for you. I know a couple of you are, but I've already checked on you. Let's see. No one will know. Yeah. Oh, well. Oh, Gloria, thank you. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. What, 2024? I feel like I was traumatized by 2024. Anyways, so I had to hysterectomy. So, now I got scars everywhere. Whatever. I'm alive. Whatever. When you get to my age, you're not trying to be a sex object. You're not doing that. You're not trying to play that power card anymore. You're over it. You most likely, if you're my age, you kind of want men to leave us alone, like stop. So it's fine. It's kind of fine that as we get older, we get a little bit more invisible, as they say. That's fine. I just want to hang with my girls, hang with my age group. I'm cool with that. Seriously. I'm cleaning up enough not to scare children, be somewhat clean and attractive, but I'm not going for the sexual power card anymore. I'll let the young girls keep using that. Let's see. How is my pain level? It is pretty good. Now, I'm not going to lie. This was a lot rougher than I thought, you guys. Some of you have had this or know someone or have had something similar. I was not prepared. I've never really had surgeries like this until this last 12 months. Clueless. I have so much more empathy for those of you that have gone through surgeries to have bones fixed or whatever. Oh my gosh. Look, I see you. I see you. I feel you now. I have more empathy and understanding. I'm not going to say sympathy. None of us want that. But understanding, patience, love, extra love if you need it. And I want you all, if you haven't gone through anything, if you have people that are going through recoveries of sorts, I want you to remember to be a little bit more patient. Objective knowledge is different than subjective. Objectively, we think we're being fine, but once you subjectively have knowledge of something, you're like, whoa, mind blown. I need to be more patient. So there's that, you guys. But those of you that are also going through things, and some of you I know are right now or have some pending, I see you. Okay, I know. I see you. Okay. Whew. So my pain level. So now finally, I can get up. I'm at the 4-week mark. I'm not cleared to drive or lift anything over 5 or 10 pounds yet. Some say 5, some say 10. but I have a tolerance to get up. It actually feels good to get up and move around. I feel like my body was starting to apathy. Like I've lost weight again. I lost like 10 pounds with the Hister earlier last year. And I feel like I probably lost another 5, 6 so far with this, because all that painkiller and medicine is messing with my taste buds. This isn't true for everyone, but it's kind of messing with my taste buds. And so a lot of stuff does not taste good. A lot of my favorite food does not taste right. I'm like, blech. So like, I'm not really, I eat enough to buffer to be able to take more pain medicine and to be able to keep my strength up. So I'm being careful, and I've got some of those Ensure drinks just to be on the safe side. But you can't live on Ensure. You have to put other things in. You have to put real food in your belly and fiber and stuff. So pain level was the question. I'd say I'm down to just 1 oxy every 5 hours. So that's good. I've been tapering off. This will be my last bottle. There won't be any more, and that's fine. I can feel like I'm going to be fine. So I'm starting to taper off. I try to wait longer and longer before I take another dose. So without it, I'd say sometimes it's around a 4 or a 5, but it's nothing I can't handle. It's dullness. It's muscle dullness as my muscles try to get used to the new situation. Yesterday, I think I had a migraine. I don't get headaches, so I think I had a migraine yesterday. So apparently something was adjusting and getting used to that. That was a little bit rough yesterday, but I made it through. Today, I feel pretty well. With taking an oxy, of course, hello, an oxycodone, hello, that puts it at about a 1. So, and, plus you're a little happier for a few hours, right? It's oxy. Okay, that's kind of that's not kind of, it is a narcotic, and we have to be careful. Luckily, doctors won't overprescribe. So I'm weaning off of that. Every day I try to wait longer and longer. I don't even take it at night anymore. So that's good. I'm sleeping through the night. So, okay, yes, let's see. And Patty says, boy, is that brace familiar. Yeah. I'm going to talk about that brace too. This is so funny. Yes, I talked about the shirt. Hi, Karen. And hi, Lena Doll. Okay, so let me back up. Let's see. Tiffany, I'm so glad you're doing well. Yeah, I'm not out of the woods, but I'm coming along nicely. I don't anticipate that I've done anything wrong or that anything is going wrong to where they're going to have to go back in. Oh my gosh, I think I would have a total meltdown if I screwed this up and they had to go back in and tweak something. Like I've said in some of my posts where I try to keep update for those of you that are interested, where I've said, I'm going to be a good girl. I will have a meltdown if I mess this up and they have to go back in. This is not fun. Okay. Plus I'm getting bored. This is funny. As I get better, then I get more antsy because I'm starting to feel better to do things, but yet I'm not out of the woods. I can't be lifting things. I'm not allowed to drive. Now we have the weather anyway. So, I love you too, Charlotte. I love you too, babe. I know. I see you, girl. I know. Let's see. Plus the drug. Oh, yeah, I did that. Now, I knew from my hysterectomy, because my doctor from my hysterectomy did not really sink that into my brain. And I told him so. I said, you need to look at people right in the eye and be like, make sure they understand about opioid constipation. Because, yeah, I had a thing. I had a go around during my history with that where I thought I was going to have my husband take me back to the hospital. But instead, you guys, tacky talk, medical talk. And then we'll get down to spilling some tea about news and stuff. Oh, my gosh. I said, go get me some. I read up on Reddit on other people who have had this. I said, go get me some, what's it called? Fleet. Okay. So I took care of that myself. Whew. So I was prepared this time. I had Mucilex. They gave me something else. Oh no, they told me get some Colace, stool softeners. Sorry, you guys, but this is real talk. And some of you have been through this, or you will as you get older. I hope not. So don't let me say you will. You might, because I sincerely hope not. So I was prepared. So I had a couple bouts of it, but I knew what to do. I knew what to do that time, Patty. So no problem. And I'm over that. So I'm every day with what I'm eating, I'm careful. And I've got the Mucilex drink with stevia, not sugar. So yeah. Okay, so let me see. Yes, we just don't, that goes with anything in life. Like I said, subjective knowledge versus objective. Like you can read a book, you can read a post, and you kind of know something, but you don't know something until you go through it. You don't really know. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. Oh, hi, Liz. Hi, babe. Hi. Hi, Cheryl. Hi. I love your Instagram. I don't know what you did, but this last year, sometime in the middle of last year, you came in hot. And your stuff has been hilarious. So, and over on TikTok too. So let me see. Oh, you do gabapentin? Yeah. Yes. I do have gabapentin I have a little bit of peripheral neuropathy too as I've gotten older. Getting older is not for sissies. I have a little bit of that. I don't love gabapentin, but I'm grateful to have it because sometimes I do take one if it's really bad. So thank goodness. Yes, we talked about the shirt. This was supposed to be for the last Christmas sale that I didn't do. I stood up. I let anybody take a screenshot that wanted to. I can do it again real quick in case you need to go find it. Hang on. Let me drop this down. There. If anybody wants to take a screenshot, and you can clean up the background and see if anybody else has any of these. I got it on eBay for only $20. It's not a Shein or a Temu. Y'all know how I feel about that. It's not. So, but it does feel like fast fashion. It does. But it's got such a good retro vibe with the jersey cut, right? Just so cute because y'all know I do deer. That's my holiday decoration, deer, because I can leave it up all winter. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys. You're welcome. And thank you for being here. Okay, so I think, did I get everybody? It was going blonde. They say blondes have more fun. I don't know if that's true, but you know. Hi. Yes, it is cold in Colorado. That's one of the states where it's cold. It is untimely cold. It's very aggressive. It's very hostile. It's hostile, isn't it? Can't go nowhere. I can't risk I can't drive, but I wouldn't even risk going anywhere that there might be a wreck. My little butt is doing everything by the book until this is done. They're not going back in. Oh, I will have a cow. It's a balmy 10 degrees now. That's as best as it's going to get because what is it? It's almost 3 o'clock here. All right, you guys. So does anybody want to talk about anything? Really, I'm just here for you guys chat with me. Oh my gosh. Okay. I chat with my mom on the phone, some family, some friends, local friends, and Steve, my husband. Let's give my husband a break. So I'm like, I'm going to go on social media. I feel pretty good today. Let's go see what's going on. So I logged into Instagram, and like I said earlier, I'm like, they are losing their shit. TikTok people, especially the young ones, they are freaking out. Oh my gosh. So my mom's doing fine. She really is. So Steve goes and checks on her, and then I talk to her every day. We just have girl talk. We fix everything in the world with our girl talk. So let me see. Is it back up now? Yeah, what a stunt that was. So, I mean, I have a TikTok. I'm not saying I love TikTok. I could care less if it's not here. To me, YouTube is everything. I wish just everything was YouTube. But it's good to have a place for, like some of the platforms, it's great for the trolls to be there and leave YouTube alone. I'm fine. But TikTok is there, and I'm smart enough to know you don't put all your eggs in one basket. Now, people have known for quite some time since the first administration before Biden, Trump's administration, where Trump attacked TikTok, that, that was a possibility. It's been in the air for a long time. So, if you were making all your money there, you kind of had a heads up, you better divest a little bit. But that being said, I'm over there too. It's fun. I try to post over there when I can. So we'll see what happens. But if that's your only source, you need to, you knew this was a possibility, and it still is, despite this little latest shenanigan. Oh my gosh. Let me read this real quick. My body rejected. I hope not. I feel like I'm okay, Cheryl. I feel like I'm okay, but and like I said earlier, I don't know if you were here. Now that I know what this kind of stuff feels like, because I've had a free ride all my life except for age 4 when I had my appendix burst. I don't remember. I only know what my mom tells me in pictures. Pictures of me at the hospital in a cute little robe my mom and dad bought me. Some little blue robe that said blondes have more fun. This was like, what, 70s? But anyways, now I know. And like I said, like, I think I actually cried a couple of times recently last year thinking about my dad. I'm like, oh my gosh, because my dad had some work on it. You know, he had hardware. I'm like, did I care for my dad enough? Did I listen enough? Did I take it serious enough? I don't know. I don't know. But in order not to feel guilty, I also said to myself, well, it's also on us as individuals that if we need help to ask for it, you know? So there's that. But now that I know what recovery feels like, and I, for all practical purposes, according to reading on like the ACDF forums and on Reddit threads about people who have had this and chronicled it, for all practical purposes, I'm doing like, I'm got kind of smooth. Like, this isn't bad. Like, besides this, I had some kind of allergic reaction, I think, to the Dermabond glue that they use. And this is still a little angry. Other than that, I'm right on track. I'm doing fine. Look at me. I'm up 4 weeks later already. This is an 8 to 12 week minimum recovery, ACDF, 8 to 12 week minimum. So I've had it relatively easy, but like I said earlier, and I want everyone else to think about this, like, those our friends and our family, we might need to make sure we're being patient enough. Sometimes there's nothing we can do, but we have to make sure we're being patient enough. Okay, yes. So I'm just saying it again. I see you. Okay. All right. Thank you. I had ACDF 4 weeks ago. Yes. 2024 was, well, like I said in another one, half of it was pretty hard on me. It can bite me, quite frankly. Good stuff happened too, yes, but it was 2024 was my year of like, all right, Yvonne, you've had smooth sailing for like 50 some years. You're getting older. All the fun you had, you're going to start paying a little bit of price. I don't know what caused this. Is it because I'm tall and I look down a lot? Is it because I did roller derby? Hello? That was not the smartest thing. Have I fallen in roller derby when I was Terra Taboo number 8 for the Pikes Peak Derby Days? Yes, I have. I fell and cracked my noggin quite a few times. One time without my helmet on. How stupid is that? Was it ice racing on the quads? Was it quad racing hill climbing? Who knows? Like, I've had a pretty good life. So I'm going to take this with a grain of salt. Everybody goes through something, and it's helping me to have some more compassion. So if there's a silver lining in this, for me, it's that I'm also learning to, I was looking for that word earlier, compassion, not sympathy, because nobody wants sympathy. Compassion for people. Because for me personally, okay, how can I say this? Everyone's a narcissist, but my narcissistic level is, I'm aware of it. I think it's pretty low on the scale of shitty narcissist. I'm just your typical narcissist, you know, a little bit of I want a little bit of love and attention my way. I'm a healthy narcissist, as most of my friends here, you guys are. But where was I going with that? Oh, compassion. Yeah. So I have a very loving side and compassion for people because I'm not a full-blown psychopath narcissist. I'm just a healthy, normal narcissist, you know, a healthy type where we take care of ourselves too. We have boundaries, you know, and we know what we need. So I have, you know, I want to help people too, if I can, the people that come into my life. I'm learning a give and take is very important. So learning this compassion, I know I'm flipping it around to try to find the good. What else can I do to have more compassion? So there's that. All right, let's see what you guys are saying, because I want you guys to talk things about me. I just came to talk because when I went to Instagram, I'm like, okay, I cannot. It's all scrolling through people losing their shit over TikTok. Maybe they're done now that it's back on. Y'all say it's back on, but I'm like, okay, I can't because I was like one of the threads. I watched the Midas Touch, and they threw up somebody that was a big TikToker that was talking to people. It had like, I don't know, 10,000 comments, and so I was reading through them. I was shocked. I'm like, okay, do I live under a rock? Like, I feel like I keep up with what younger people are feeling because I want to know what they want to buy for my reselling business, right? And to tell you guys, because I share what I know and you guys give me bolos back. But so scrolling through there, I had no idea. It's mostly the younger generation. I don't mean to throw shade. Things are age appropriate. But I had no idea that so many of them seriously only get their news from TikTok or something, like little 10-second soundbite clips. They had no clue what was really happening with TikTok, with this administration, with the previous administration, with the administration coming. They had no clue. They were blaming all the wrong people, all the wrong things. They had no clue, like the whole craziness of it. I was like, oh, that's kind of scary. I'm like, that's kind of scary. I thought Gen Z was coming in hot because they got the internet, all this information at their fingertips. I thought they were coming in loud and proud and smart, and there's hope for United States humanity and the world humanity. I was a little shocked. Yeah. What do you guys think about that? Have you noticed? Did you guys notice any of that? Wait a minute. So let me put some things, because I don't want this to be just about me. I'm just so glad you guys came to chat with me. Seriously. My husband probably is too. I went in and made him turn his movie off for a moment, and I just went down a rabbit hole of crying and belly aching and like happy. Like it was like bipolar. He probably was like, whoa, that's a lot for a man to handle. When a woman goes down a rabbit hole of like emotions, that's a lot to lay on your typical man. You know, that's a heterosexual man, whatever. That's a lot. You know, meat and potatoes, country boy. My husband, military, financial analyst. You get my drift. So that's not, you know, but he did pretty well. But I was like, okay, let me go on Instagram instead and talk to some of my friends. And so that didn't work out. I'm like, what the holy heck? So here I am, you guys. Let me see. I'm Gemini, only child, narcissist tendency. A little bit of narcissism is healthy. We have to have boundaries. You know, we all want to be seen and heard. Healthy boundaries. It's when you go off the deep end and you think everything's all about you, you know, and like you're the greatest and best, and like nobody can tell you nothing. You know everything. You've done everything. Listen to me. I'll fix everything. That's crazy. Mean to other people, you know, twisting the truth and all that kind of stuff. So we all know what a psychopathic narcissist looks like. We all have one in our family or a past friendship. We all kind of know what that looks like. Let's see. My daughter used it to advertise her business. Yeah, IG has been a headache for her business-wise. Yeah, you know what? I know it's so funny. Like, with how I feel about it, I really should delete my Instagram and Facebook account on principle for a while, or at least shut it down for a little while. Based on my worldviews, you know, that's all. No, not telling anybody else what to do. But then on the other hand, I'm like, whatever. It's old. Political stuff is always chaotic. Business stuff is always chaotic. There's always good and bad, two sides of the coin. Just use it for how you want to use it and ignore the chaos and the garbage. But with that being said, Instagram used to be a lot more fun, definitely. And then when Facebook acquired it, it was still fun, but little by little, I feel like we've been used and abused to help. I'm just going to say Facebook. I'm not going to say the owner's name. I don't want to get in trouble. You know, bullies. Oh my gosh. I feel like, you know, we helped him like shift Instagram into the money-making operation that he needed it to be. Like they offered us Reels. Remember how much they used to pay us for Reels? A lot of us made some money with Instagram Reels. I made some money for a while. And then once that got rolling to his or whatever their satisfaction, now we don't hardly get anything. It's really hard to get monetized and make too much money on Facebook. Well, we'll just say Meta. Like mostly they try to get us to give them money to advertise our businesses. It's really a little rough. It seems like TikTok was a little friendlier, but that's how it is when any platform is new. Any platform. They're like your local drug dealer, right? You guys, here, little girl, have some candy, right? The first one's free. Yeah. And then after a while, once they get us acclimated or addicted, whatever, addicted as users, acclimated in as business people to use their services, all of a sudden it's not quite so friendly, right? Everything kind of shifts more towards them getting the bulk of the money. But and I feel like Meta's been really not very good to us content creators, which I don't care. Even if you don't have a business, if you are on Instagram or Facebook, just even chatting with your friends or going to forums for things that you like, knitting or whatever, you are still part of helping to make that run. Anytime you post something, you're still kind of like a content creator in a way for that platform. We're talking about Facebook now, for instance, and Instagram. You're still part of helping that overall company make money. You're still a content creator, actually, if you really want to examine what that means. So I just feel like, so for those of us that really concentrate on putting a lot of effort into some of these social media platforms, they need to share some of that revenue. YouTube does. I get kind of crunchy inside. I don't always say it, but sometimes I get pretty crunchy inside when I see some of my YouTube friends, reseller friends, diss YouTube, like buy me a coffee instead of a super chat because YouTube takes 30% of the super chat. I'm like, really? Are you kidding me? You deny YouTube a little measly 30% of a $5 or $10 super chat? They built this platform. They said, here, it's free. Come use us. Come create, and we will share some revenue with you. What? How is that hard to let them stay in business? I'm talking to the people that do that. Do you not want YouTube to be profitable and stay in business so that we can utilize them? Okay. I'm going to knock it down a notch. Did you guys get my drift? Am I wrong on that? I don't know. But yeah, LaDonna, I feel like Instagram and Facebook, they're just, something shifted last year where they really, really just want us to spend our money to advertise anything, everything. Like it used to be a little bit more equitable. And they need to go back to that, I feel, to pay something for Reels, at least. Hello, we are the content creators. I don't care if you just posted. I don't care if you don't sell anything. You're just a fun user on there that posts little cat reels or videos. That is all helping. I might have loved to see your little cat video. Okay, you helped keep me there for a couple more seconds. I think you should get a little royalty for that, for taking your time to do that and share that. Let me stop for a moment because I want to talk to you guys. And I need to say hi to Conus. Conus, hi, babe. Are you doing okay? I have your stuff. Anytime you're out and about and you feel okay, I'm not going anywhere. Now, not today and tomorrow because it's freezing. Just text me and you can come by, girl, okay? I can't really do much of anything for probably another, I don't know, 4 weeks or so at least. Okay. So, and I know you're doing your own surgeries and things like that for your knee. So you're one of the people and a friend that I'm talking about when I say I see you now. I understand more of what it's like for health challenges. And I'm proud of you. Okay, Conus, I'm proud of you because you still this has been going on for a while since I've known you, and your attitude has always been positive regardless. Okay? All right, babe. All right. So let me see. I didn't know that, Lena. You don't do IG or Facebook. I might put it on dark for a while. We'll see. We'll see. Because also, a little side note, YouTube has promised us some good things down the road. If they do everything they say, I'm so excited. They're going to let you guys, I hope that doesn't come across as rude. What I mean is, like when I post a video in the comment section, they're going to start letting commenters maybe post pictures. Now that's going to be a little wild, wild west at first with the sex bots, but that'll be so much more fun. So it'd be like more like a forum. Now already we have the community tab, which a lot of you still are not utilizing, and I think they're going to open that up with more options for commenters. So it could be like like a little forum, like a little thread where we actually get to interact with each other. I can tell you, if all that comes true, and I'm still one of the people begging them, please give us live sellers some options for live selling, some more options on YouTube. So I don't know if they're looking into that, but I hope that they are. Anyways, if something like that were to happen, I could see where I would definitely, you can't put all your eggs into one basket though, but I could see where I might taper off some of the other, at least Facebook and Instagram. Well, Facebook for sure for a while because of the uncensored, because of the what am I trying to say? Fact finding thing. So, okay, I want to see what you guys were saying. I just keep talking and talking. So I'm going to talk about you guys. Having chronic pain is, yes. So I hope you were still here and heard what I said to you, babe. Okay, so let me see. When did IG get so weight loss, plastic surgery? Oh, I know. So I know. Luckily, that's one thing about the algorithm is, as much as we kind of hate it for the way it tries to decide for us what we want to see, it tries to be intuitive and it looks at our history. And so sometimes people we haven't interacted with for a long time, like they don't show up and we have to go find them to see if they're still alive, and like put a stamp on it so that they show back up in our feed. The bonus part of that is, if you don't interact with certain themed niches or whatever, then none of that crap will show up unless it's a sponsor, unless they've paid. You won't have to see too much of that kind of stuff. So give and take. All right, let me see what else. I hope I'm not missing anything. I want to see this. Hi, Diane. I had 2 surgeries last year, knee revision, and a total knee on the other side, and kept my sanity with some really good friends. Yeah. A lot of my YouTube subscriber friends are like, I'll come down and stay with you, Yvonne. You guys, thank you. But really, I'll be okay. But thank you. But thanks for coming here and chatting with me. Yes, I'm going a little stir crazy. I need more people to talk to. Okay, let's see. Yvonne, you look and sound amazing. However, I get that your surgery was intense, and I cannot imagine. Yeah, it was way more intense than I thought, Lori. Dom Primetime Treasure Hunter, who's in the medical community, and he's in the medical community in an interesting way, is the only reason I'm bringing him up. A lot of you are in the medical community, or were, and have given me great advice. So I'm not discrediting. Thank you for all of that. A lot of you told me, basically, to use my own words, you weren't like this, just to use my own words. Settle your butt down, Yvonne. Okay. But Dom, the reason I'm mentioning Dom Primetime Treasure Hunter is I know what he does. If you don't, he is in the medical community. He's in the psychological, like the neuro and like all that. And so he gave me some, when he weighed in on it, I really took that to heart too, because I know that he's also on the psychological part of it. And that's very important. That's a very important aspect of our recovery when we have surgeries of any kind. So, okay, Lori. Let's see. I cannot imagine. Yes, it was. Well, I did wash my hair yesterday. But if you look real closely, you can see the signs of laying around the house for a month, which I just did a stint earlier last year with hysterectomy. You can see the effects. You can see the effects of 4 weeks of Oxycontin, right? So no sunshine. So yeah, so I put on some color and I fluffed up my hair for you guys, but you can kind of see, yeah, but that's okay. It's just par for the course. I'll get back on track. We've got a treadmill, so yeah. And now I'm up moving around more, so that's good. And as you see, I've got some mobility, right? You see me shrugging my shoulders. You might notice that when I turn, though, I try to, that's, yeah. That's what wearing the brace is usually for, is to help remind you not to try to turn your neck too much. But I feel like I've already got my brain kind of trained, turn like this. Now, it's not going to be like that forever. It's not going to be like I'm going to be like, like a robot. It'll be okay. But got to be careful. Those screws have got to heal around my bone. Okay, so let me see. Ha ha. You guys are saying hi. If I didn't need it, yeah. I think I'm going to, let's see, Blue Sky I heard was invitation only, but they opened it up a couple months ago, right? When some of the rumblings came back around. I think I'm going to investigate Blue Sky because, also as a business person, you kind of want to get in on the ground floor on things. You kind of want to go claim your name, get on the ground floor just in case. So I think I am going to do that. And there's another one that they've been talking about a lot lately. You guys might have to help me. Red zone? Is it the red zone? I don't know, but probably sometime tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to go find out about that too, just in case. Because if the TikTok debacle, whatever, I want to find a different. If the TikTok, hang on, I'm trying to find a word that also encompasses like scandal and like lies and deceit and money grabbing. Is there a word that just puts all that together? Okay, that's the word I want to talk about, that I would want to say. But if that goes down, there's a large segment, especially younger people, that, you guys, we can't be mad. We did this too. Not your mom's blah, blah, not your dad's blah, blah. We got to do something different. We got to call everything something different. We did the same thing when we were younger. We did the same thing. We changed new cool words, whatever. So because of that mindset, which is kind of age appropriate, again, we did it too. It's never going to stop. They may not migrate to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter X. They may migrate to something new and fresh in their opinion. So for that reason, especially for business, we need to probably take a look at those as well. Okay. Where am I at? I want to see what you guys are saying. Need a breather. Yeah, I know. I was like, I backed away slowly when I saw, oh my gosh, they're losing it. Like especially the young people are losing it. And when I was reading the comments and seeing how much of Gen Z especially is so clueless about what is really going on in the news, like they're so misinformed. Okay, anyways, let's see. Yeah, Blue Sky, and I think it's the Red Zone is another one that's up and coming. Red Note. Oh, is that it, Cheryl? Red Note. Even when it's not on my battery was. Oh, okay, darn it. Is that it? What I'm trying to think of? Red Note. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, Conus. I know. I know sometimes I'm like, I get so tired of having to learn a new platform. So hopefully it's user-friendly and we recognize some of the features and icons are the same. Like Discord, I never did embrace Discord. I'm like, this is the clunkiest, most complicated thing ever. Why are so many people using Discord? This is just a CF of like, what? Okay. I'm like, so it would take an act of Congress. I guess if Discord was all that ended up being left, I might use it. It just reminds me of the old days when the internet first started. Like, it just reminds me of the way things were structured. Just so tedious and cumbersome. Goodness. Well, I'll tell you what, I used the internet and had reselling friends before YouTube was big, before all of us came over to YouTube. It was like there was some early adapters on YouTube for the reselling community. It's nothing like what you see now. There are still a few of them left, and I think I'm one of them. But like we were on Yahoo message boards, like we found ways to communicate and talk about things we were doing. So I just love YouTube because I feel like currently they're the most fair at monetization, at like giving us some royalties too for the. We create the content. We're like their little Hollywood. We're their little Burbank. They don't have to buy movies for millions and millions of dollars with high paid actors. Like we're supporting ourselves in a way. Like we're just like all of us. We're just like little micro actors and directors and filmmakers. We're making the content. They don't outright buy it, but they share the revenue. That the commercials are, they wrap commercials. They handle selling the commercial side of it for us, rather than a network paying millions and millions of dollars for a movie because it had high price actors and actresses, and then they put it on their network and then they sell commercials around it. It's the same thing that YouTube is doing. We're their Hollywood, we're their Burbank, we're their Universal Studios, and they compensate us for it. Zuckerberg needs to get on track with that. It's rude. So, okay, let's see. I need to stick with the OG YouTube. Yeah, it's really fun. I think about 4 or 5 years ago, I wanted to learn more about vintage. So I kind of went over to, started going over to see what the vintage, it was just now blowing up. I think the biggest person that I knew of doing vintage was Jeffrey, Real Nifty Vintage. At least that's what I found. But there were a lot of, like upcyclers and stuff. The thrifting videos have been way back. Just people going thrifting and being like, hey, look what I found. They weren't even resellers. That's been forever. So I've witnessed many phases. Like little, I don't know, they come in groups. I've witnessed I feel like we're on like round 6 right now. Of course, those of us that were here during the shutdown, I think it would be late 2020 and late 2021. If you started your channel then, that was a one-off, like, it was like they were just throwing, it's like candy, just throwing candy at us because everybody was home. So many people were online. It was easy. And a lot of people take that success and think that was kind of a one-off event in history that we may never have again, but that gave all of us a huge boost, and then it's kind of started tapering off. So some people who weren't here before or didn't weren't able to parlay that and keep it going, kind of got a little disappointed when that was over and everybody started going back out to touch grass and views dropped, like mine did. But I was like, I know the drill. I've already been here. I know the drill. Whatever. It'll be fine. Just keep on trucking. I do mine organically. I don't buy subs. I don't spend I have bought ads, but I don't spend a whole lot of money. But some people do. And that's a valid way if you want to spend a lot of money on advertising. And if it works for you, it will pay off in the end, But anyways, I'm veering left and right. Let's just see what else is going here. Yes. But Patty, there's other, like before we were all doing this on YouTube. We were a bunch of us like Yahoo message boards. There was always something. MySpace. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I want to see what you guys are saying. What? Wait a minute. What does that say? Hang on. Yes. I'll be better in the spring, you guys. And I'll probably feel like a spring chicken. Need to make up for some lost time. I had to stop doing road trips years ago when Dad moved in because I was a caretaker. And now we do keep an eye on Mom, so I can't be gone too long at a time. But yeah, the road trips are going to start happening again. Whew. Oh, that's when I was talking to you. Yeah. Well, That needed to be said. I need to start advertising online. Is FB still worth it, or what should I learn? I have a booth you like. Shop. Oh, wait a minute. Is that Crystal? Are you the sisters? Crystal, are you still here? I'm kind of catching up. Are you the sisters, the cute little sisters that I talked to? That I said, hey, when you guys get settled, let me interview you? Because I have access. Gary gave me access to some of the social media to help promote American Classics. It's just that I had a rough year last year and haven't been doing a whole lot of it. But is that you, babe? But anyways, yeah, but try to find ways where you don't pay too much. I just feel like Zuckerberg is just rude right now. Try to find ways to do it where you don't pay too much, unless you really feel like you're going to stick with it and it's going to pay off in the end, which you can put a bunch of money and do media blast. You can do that, or you can hire a company to do it for you. But you want to make sure that you're going to be in it for the long haul, because it might take a while to recoup that money, So wait a minute. I'm going to scroll all the way down because I want to see if Crystal answers. Next to Kitty. Oh, you're next to Kitty. Yeah, I just talked to Kitty. Yeah. She's got some fire and light. She found a piece of fire and light. And I said, and she needs to put it in a showcase or on eBay, I told her. So I said, well, if you don't have a friend that you can put it in, you can put it in one of my showcases, but it really needs to go on eBay. Okay, so I know you. You're in that little corner booth. The lady that had it before you actually worked for American Classics. Wait a minute, her name was Crystal too. I might be confused, and you never actually left. Crystal, are you the one that used to work? Are you the cute, tall redhead that used to work for AMC? Oh, hi, Bobby. And Bobby has a booth. I know. I can't just yet. It'll probably be a few more weeks. I'm probably going to just do some let's go look at eBay sold and let's go learn some bolos. I'll probably just have to do that kind of stuff for a while, Bobby. Yeah. What I'm on is an 8 to 12 week recovery, typical recovery for ACDF. I'm at week 4. I'm not allowed to drive or lift anything. Believe me, I am jonesing to go out shopping. I am all up in everybody's thrifting videos. I'm finding new people. I'm going out and searching new people to watch their thrifting videos because my friends aren't posting enough. Amy and the thrifting twins and Kate followed that bug, and who else? The nurse Flipper and George and Dom. I'm leaving people out. They're not posting enough. You watch it and then I want more because I'm kind of homebound. So I'm out finding other cool people. I'll have to share the list that I'm building. I found some cool people, you guys. They're not all of them are resellers. Some of them are just really cool thrifters, and some of them are upcyclers. So they redo furniture and stuff, because that's still a thing. That's still a thing. It always will be a thing. It's just how you upcycle it changes with the trends, but it's still a thing. Okay. Let's see. No, that is Krista. Yeah, Krista. Okay, you're on the other side, the long angle booth. Okay. The long angle booth. Okay, Crystal. Okay. I will spotlight your booth sometime and do interviews. Just let me get back on track. Okay. And when I first did this with Gary, like a year and a half ago, and he gave me permissions to YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, I'm like an underling admin. I don't have full power, but I'm allowed to post and answer questions if I want to. Mostly he's doing it right now. He had his niece or daughter do it for a while. I think it was his niece, but she went back to school. So that was helpful, because that was while I was down with my hysterectomy and my dad dying and everything else. But she had to go back to school. So I want to get back in and pick up the slack. But Gary's been doing a great job lately. But anyways, one of the things was I wanted to do interviews, and we were going to put up a sign saying, if you want to be interviewed in your booth, and then I'll talk to you about how we're going to do this. You're going to talk about something. You're going to teach something too, so that it adds value. It's not just, hey, come shop with me. It's, you're going to pick some things and talk about it, and so that we can all learn something. So yes, let me get better, Crystal. Okay. And I hope to meet you in person. I don't think I have yet, but Kitty knows my phone number to text me if you want to. Okay, let's see. I'm missing things. No, I'm not. I don't. Dang it, you guys. I got bees in my. I really don't like these. Okay, the first reseller thing was with some of the OGs, Golden Finger Picker, Pete Craigslist Hunter. It was the reseller mix. It was one of the first ones. And I think they did it for 1 or 2 years. And then, all the new people are trying to do it too. I didn't even go to that first one with my friends. I didn't. I don't like charging people so much money to come and listen to speakers. The speakers are just all of us YouTubers that you can listen to our spiel for free, or you can join our memberships if you want to. And I need to be careful because, quite frankly, I'm actually going to add a membership tier for teaching videos, but we're going to talk about that in a few months. So I need to be careful with my attitude here, but I still draw the line at charging people $300 a ticket. And then the cost of going there just to hear all of us act like we're big shots and tell you stuff that you can go find for free. No, I won't do it. I've turned down speaking engagements because that's how I feel about it. Now, with that being said, I did go to eBay Open in 2018, and that was a blast. I did drop $300. I did go to eBay Open. That's different. That was eBay Open. It was in Las Vegas. All of my other YouTube friends, some of the OGs are not even here anymore, were there. And some of the phase 2 and 3 people were there, like Rally Roots and Rockstar Flipper and some of the new people at that time. But I went with my friend Lindy Glenn, who's kind of phase 2 of the resellers that came in on YouTube. We had a blast, but I went there knowing that it was more about going to party with all of my friends, and it was a blast. We all hung out. One of them, Christy Frugal Living, she rented a pool space for us. It was a blast. And with that, with that ticket at the time, eBay Open was giving you free concierge if you bought an eBay Open ticket. That is worth gold. I have concierge service, even though I don't buy the very high, expensive tier subscriber store because I'm not that big. And that's how you get concierge. And also, I volunteered. I was also a eBay diversity advocate, which is another reason why I went to eBay Open, because they were announcing that program. And there was a video of me. I was one of the diversity advocates for 2 years, actually for 2 years. And so I got concierge service. Those of you who don't know what that means, it's worth its weight in gold if you ever need it. It means when I call eBay, I talk to someone in the United States, not to be rude, that I can fully understand what they're saying. Sorry if that comes across as rude. Okay, I'm sorry, but some of you know what I'm trying to say. It's not outsourced to another country. And the people that I get to talk to, actually 90% of the time, they actually know what they're talking about as far as the rules. Okay. So let me pause for a moment. That's my stance on these meetups, you guys. A lot of the speakers will go because what happens is they'll network and trade each other's YouTube subscribers. So that's why they like to go. But I was planning a meetup here in Colorado, and it was, I can't remember when it was. I was going to do it with Danny, the niche lady, was going to help me. She had just come back to YouTube after a long hiatus and decided to try reselling again and see if she could be successful this go around. And she came back as the niche lady. She was the Danny app. But that relationship went crosswise, and a lot of you understand why. Whew, dodged a bullet there. So I do have a couple of new people that are interested in helping me do some kind of Colorado meetup, because thrifting here is epic. How many other resellers come here? Rally Roots calls it Resellers' Paradise, as a matter of fact. So, but not charging. No charging. You save that ticket money. Just get yourself here. You save that ticket money to have fun while you're here, or go buy some stuff to take back home. Right? That's how I'm going to roll. Huh. Okay. Let me see what you guys are saying. Boy, I told you guys, I just need to chat and I need to decompress and get some stuff off my chest. So like, I was freaked out by the TikTok people losing it on Instagram and finding out how little Gen Z, the younger ones, especially Gen Z, know about what really is going on in the world and what really is going down. I was shocked. But anyways, let's see. I get it. Yeah, yes. But for that, yeah, that's why I'm saying. But for that, if you just want to go network, that's fun. If you have the money, and I would say the Reseller Boss Mix would probably be one of my choices because it's in Vegas. So there's plenty of other cool things to do, right? And they have good thrifting in Vegas. So I would say, yeah. But I've seen some people try to have meetups and charge way too much for not very many amenities, and it's not really a good thrifting area. I'm like, what is happening here? Why are you taking advantage of people? Don't do that. I don't like it. Haha. Carrie likes when I get. Yes, right? There's no need to charge people. And I'm not going to have a bunch of speakers. We'll just go do stuff. We'll go have fun. We'll go thrifting. Maybe I can find a place where we can someplace free or super cheap. Sometimes restaurants will have a side banquet room, because I used to be a part of the Colorado Quad Runners, because we raced quads and quad racing and camping and just have fun. And I was part of, like, I think one year I was vice president, one year I was secretary, who knows? It's been about 15, 20 years. But what I learned from that was a lot of places have banquet rooms. And if we booked it around lunchtime where everybody was encouraged to also go to the buffet or order dinner, come early and order dinner, they would let us use this big room for free because we were all going to buy something from them, right? We were all going to eat there. So we had a private room. There were quite a few places that did that. And I remember where they're all at here in Colorado Springs. So I know that's a possibility. So maybe doing something like that, and we can all just take turns talking about things or having a powwow, Fargo's Pizza has yes. There were quite a few buffets that we used. There was one of them still available too. It's down right off the highway too. It's a Mexican restaurant. Arcelo's, whatever. They had a room they would let us use. Okay, so let me get in here and catch up with you guys. I belong to a meetup for something else, and it's great. Yes. There was a lady that did small meetups. I can't remember her name, or if she's still, gosh, she's been around a long time. I don't know if she's still doing it. She utilizes the Facebook group, like most of us did, because Instagram used to just be post your pictures. I don't know if any of you remember the beginning of Instagram. It was just a place to post pictures. Instagram. And talk to your friends. It wasn't this big money making, like everybody promoting their business. It wasn't like that. All right, let me see what you guys are talking about. Not only, oh yes, right, Lorraine? We have so much here. This is a destination. Denver, and then we're the second smallest. We're the second largest city in Colorado. This is a destination place. We've got Pikes Peak Hill Climb, which is international, brings people from all over the world. It's a big deal. We've got the Olympic Center. We have the Garden of the Gods. We've got, help me, the Big Hotel. It is a international hotel. Oh my gosh, how can I not think of this name? I'm feeling stupid already because it's such an easy name. It's coming to me. Come on, you guys. The big hotel with the golf course and the horses. They own half of Colorado Springs. I see it. For the love of Jesus. Haha. Sorry, you guys. That's probably the pain meds. Somebody will throw it up. The big one. So. But yeah, let's see. our meetup here only charges for the cost of the medium room thrift bus and one dinner. Yeah, so see, that's what I'm talking about. Be reasonable. But some of these meetups that want to charge you people $200 and $300 for a ticket, are you kidding me? That is so rude. Don't take advantage of people like that. I don't like it. I don't care if some of my YouTube reseller friends, they know how I feel. I've said this for the last 6 or 7 years. If they want to be mad at me for having an opinion, whatever. I'm not going to change it like that. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of places will just, because we're all going to buy something. They're going to make a little grip of money. They're going to, but they need to know in advance. They have to hire, a little bit extra help. And we're all going to, they kind of want to ballpark about how many do you think are coming, right? Let's see. The other group always finds, yeah. Okay, so let me see. I've just been blah, blah, blah. The Broadmoor, thank you. Thank you, Bobby. Oh my gosh, the Broadmoor. And there's so much. There's so much here. Seriously, thanks you guys, the Broadmoor. All of you are like, ah. Oh, the Manitou Incline. I hope that's back up. Yeah, Manitou's a cute little artsy town. I used to live there. I lived there for about 4 years so that my daughter, my dad, and my husband at the time, who was Norwegian and didn't have a driver's license, so that they could have a life while I was going to school for something. I'm like, I can't do all this taxi business. So I moved us to Manitou Springs, right off the main drag, behind the library and the school. And I'm like, there, you guys can walk to stuff and have a life. And Hannah worked at the gift shop, Navajo gift shop. One other place, I think, and at the arcade when she was like 14, because we have different laws here in Colorado. Often places that have high tourism, they kind of lower the age that people can start working because they need extra affordable help. So, okay, let me see. Somebody had an idea. Wouldn't it be fun to bring 5 things you know is rare but hard to figure out the price? Oh, you know what? We can do that. I could do that online. I can do that online because you guys, I can throw out a link and you guys can, like they do on Dr. Lori. And then you can come on and show your item. You know how not that I watched Dr. Lori very much, but it's been about 1.5 years because I gave up. But anyways, I don't know if she's still doing it, but she would have you guys come on live and she would do appraisals. I'm going to stop there. I'm not going to start a war with Dr. Lori, but I'm going to stop there. But anyways, like that, we could do something like that. Okay. You guys, let's talk about something else now. Let me find something else to talk about. Somebody asked, let's see, I dodged a bullet. If you know, you know. Whew. I was the first one, too. Slipped out quietly. Didn't really say anything. Mentioned a little bit to Jocelyn. Didn't really say anything because I'm of the opinion everybody has different interactions and relationships. So if you can get along fine with somebody, okay, maybe your time is not done together. My time was done. I was done. I'd had enough. Crossed too many boundaries, too many things I cannot abide. Silence equals, what do they say? Like, I don't know, if you abide or you're too silent, that equals being complicit. So, yeah. But I did kind of walk away quietly because I'm not, just didn't want to, whatever. Just let that play out. Most people didn't even notice. But there did come a point years later when enough was enough. And I felt like I was being complicit to stay silent. So I did speak out on another platform a little bit. But I wasn't rude. I was just stating the facts. I do not pick on anybody's appearance or anything like that. I just stated some simple facts. That's it. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. eBay Live. Oh, man. I wish they would let me in. I would be so excited to do live selling on eBay, but they're still being a little bit picky. They are. I think as far as clothing, I don't know if they've let in too many more people besides Linda's stuff. Linda's stuff is a big story. She has a big warehouse. She's automated. So, they definitely let her break the ground. But I hope soon enough they let some smaller people in. I mean, people like me, we can show that we do know how to do it in a professional manner. Like we've got something on our resume, so I feel like they should start to let some of the smaller sellers in. So I've been on eBay since 2002. Hi. What else you guys want to talk about? So anyways, you guys, okay, the crazy weather. California. Oh my gosh, brutal. That is really sad. It is brutal. And I know some of you have friends in California, and some of you are. I've got some people in here, I'm pretty sure are in California. So you're obviously okay, but that is going to take forever and so much money. Oh, what are we going to do with all these people? They're just heartbroken. Hi, Jerry. So I hope the next administration coming in does what is right and puts personal vendettas aside and does what is right. If not, I feel like the rest of us can come together, and California has enough wealthy people and people that care that we can come together and make sure that they're okay. All the animals, oh my gosh, I know. Let me read through here, you guys. All right, so does anybody want to talk about what they got for Christmas? Because I'm clueless. What did you guys get for Christmas? I did not celebrate Christmas. I didn't put up a tree. I mean, my surgery was December the 16th. I did manage to put out one row of deer, and I found a cute sequin dog stocking for Highway that I put up, and I put up a couple little glass orbs, which I recently found out one of them is called Witches. I don't like this, but one of them is called a witch's ball because I kept one that my husband liked. I was going to sell the whole bulk, but my husband really liked one of them. It's got apparently those glass balls that have the glass, okay, what do you call it? Strands inside. Some people, or a major manufacturer of those, calls them witch's balls. I'm not sure why. And apparently they're worth more money too. But I did keep one of those that my husband kind of liked. So, but other than that, I just really didn't do a lot. So I was super high and in pain. So I don't think we even bought each other anything. But my birthday was the 27th. My husband did get me something. Do I have it here? My husband got me something awesome, as a matter of fact. Oh, darn, it's downstairs. My husband did get me something cute, thrifting related. I got lots of cards for you guys for my birthday and for get well cards. Thank you so much. I got just another one again just the other day. Yes, thank you so much, you guys. That was sweet. Not everybody sends cards anymore, and I don't blame you. I don't, because cards are kind of expensive these days, and then stamps are 50, 60 cents. But some people still like the old school of sending cards. And it was kind of nice. It was nice. I laid them all out on my little panther table with my plants. They're all out. They're still up. I haven't even taken the little Christmas decorations down. So what did you guys get? Let's go see. Okay. Wait a minute. 15-minute city hit job by the killer. Okay. Let's see. Enamel cast iron pot for my sourdough bread baking. Useful items, yes. And a bunch of Joanna Parker. Oh, that's so cute. I don't know if you guys know Joanna Parker. It's kind of okay, it's new stuff, but she's kind of got the Holt Howard vibe, Joanna Parker. So sometimes you can find a good deal at Home Goods, like at TJ Maxx of Joanna Parker items. But that's a new, if you like to sell newer stuff that's trending, Joanna Parker is the name you might want to know. All right. I didn't celebrate Christmas. Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's kind of a bummer, huh? Kind of a bummer. Word. Yes. We lost a pretty important family member in between my hysterectomy and this surgery. That's the main reason I say 2024 can bite me. It wasn't all bad, so I don't want to be irreverent. Good stuff happens all the time, sure. I mean, I'm a decent person. But 2024 did kick my butt. It did toss me around. We lost a very important family member. So that was probably the main reason of Christmas we just, no, not, my mom didn't feel it either. We just didn't. Okay. Let me see. Am I thinking wrong? Oh no, Joanna Parker. Yeah, now would be the time. Yeah. Let me see. Somebody else says they know about that. Wait a minute, where is it? Let me find it. Oh yeah, and that was really rough. See, that was bad too. Has that been resolved? I haven't kept up on that. I remember I went over to Natisha, the girl that does thrifting videos up in Canada. Her name is Natisha, but it's called, darn it, I'd love to give her a shout out. Does anybody know who I'm talking about? The real cute girl with the brown hair. Her name's Natisha, and she's up in Canada. Thrifting something. Darn it. I would love to give her a shout out. Highway, no. We lost a person, an important person, untimely. We're not happy. And that's enough of that. And it's funny you say freeway though, because if you guys know the story of Highway, Hiway, I found him on Facebook. And what the deal was, his mom was a rescue up in I-25, and Pikes Peak and Palm ended up with her. And they do peaks and palms, but they took her, and she was pregnant, and she had 5 puppies, and 2 girls died, but 3 were left. And so the community named them Freeway, Denver, and Highway. And then they put them up to be adopted. Freeway and Denver look different. Highway was the one that looked like he had a Shih Tzu father. The mother is a Chihuahua, kind of a larger Chihuahua. So they look different. They look like kind of like beagle-y, short hair and everything. But Highway was a delicate looking thing, and they called him a lover boy, and he is. So Highway obviously had a Shih Tzu dad. It's clear. He has hair, not fur, that has to be cut. But because Lily, his mom, was a Chihuahua, he doesn't have that stubby little Shih Tzu nose. He's got a long, elegant nose. He's adorable. You guys, I was a hot mess during that application time and worrying if I was going to get to have Highway or not. I was a mess, but we got him because no children. Steve comes home for lunch from work because he works close. I work from home, Dad, because I was now caretaking for Dad. So I shut down my salon business and was just doing reselling more in YouTube. So we did get little Highway. Oh gosh, I took the whole day off. That's a cute story. Yeah, there's pictures of his mom and everything. Yeah, I found them on Facebook. So, and the Facebook community named them. Oh my God. Yes, he is very sweet. Wait a minute. Letitia. Am I? Yes. Am I? Natisha. That's it right there, you guys. Thank you, Connie. Eclectic Vintage Thrifter. Because somebody had mentioned it in one of my comments last month or so. And I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen her forever. And I was like, did I get unsubscribed? And so I went to go look, and she's still there. Yeah, Natisha up in Canada. And I gave her some love over the situation. But so shout out to Natisha if you're looking for someone else another thrifter to watch, you guys. Yeah. You guys know. Yeah. Let's pause for a moment. Let me take a drink, you guys. You are in the lookout for a sweet little kitty to fill the hole in my heart. I will tell you, Highway is now 12. Oh, that's another thing of why 2024 can bite me. Highway, older, got diabetes and went blind. Yeah, it's a rough year. I know some people have it rougher, but seriously. And I know people in other countries have it rougher. But let's keep it in context. I live in America. Let's keep it in context. There's certain amenities, blah, blah, blah. So to me, with what I'm used to, being an American person, citizen living in America, that was a lot. That was a lot. Could things be worse? Yes. Let's see. She has great, but high prices. I don't know about that. I don't know if her prices are high or not, but I love her. She's cute as a button. I love to see what she finds. I've got a couple of reseller friends up in Canada. Let's see. I found them shopping. Okay, I don't know what that means. Let's see this. Okay, it hasn't been resolved as such. They were asked to return to work because they didn't reach an agreement. Rumors are that they will strike again in May. Oh, gosh. Springtime. Well, that will suck. My goodness. But one of my reseller friends up in Canada, they live so close to the border that I think they have I think they actually ship from America somehow. It's something cool up there that they know how to do where they actually ship from America. All right, I want to know what else you guys. Yes, it was brutal. I'll never get over it. Never. Neither will my mom. What else did you guys get? Let me see. Wait a minute. Towards an Airbnb. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I saw that you went. That looked like so much fun. I watched that. I saw so many of you there. That looked like she did a good job. Seriously. That looked like a blast. Definitely. Let me see what else. I've got 2 Christmas trees. Okay. Let me see this. What Jerry's saying. I've been doing hand-knitted chunky blankets. So my husband surprised me with 20 humongous skeins of beautiful chunky yarn. He even stitched a couple rows by himself last night. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was fun, wasn't it, Jerry? Oh. Let's see. Does anyone know a good pet med insurance that actually pays out? I have a Frenchie rescue. The eldest daughter has one French bulldog and 1 English. So if you guys can help out Patty, there you go. Let me see. I'm on Knickknacks Connie's. I don't know what that means. But you're under your name, right? Cookies for Vintage. I don't know. I haven't logged in over there for a while since my surgery and everything. My silly kitty decided to eat the little plastic strips off a Polymanta before Christmas, which blocked her intestines and had to have. Oh my gosh. Why would she do that? Why would she do that? Yes, it's too cold out there. I'm not going out there. Okay, you guys are talking. Okay, let's see. Hi. Oh, thank you. It's coming along as expected. I'm not out of the woods, but I'm doing okay. My kitty got diabetes. It's so sad. We have to give insulin shots twice a day. But he instantly started to feel better. He's taken it with a grain of salt. Seriously. He must remember in his mind's eye how to get around the house. We did put a couple of the like pool noodles I cut up, like buffers, like around things. And some towels, just spots that I noticed that sometimes he's a little too excited, like around where Daddy sits, So I put a couple buffers, but he takes it with a grain of salt. He still wants to go for walks with his dad and everything. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah. We've spent a lot on high, but everything, like we paid $300 to get him to pay for the microchip and the neuter or spay. And then no problems, but he's older now. But yeah, that is something when you get a pet, you need to be prepared that even though you might get a free ride like we did with Highway, at some point towards the end, just like us, something's going to take us out. And it may not be pretty, and it might be costly if it doesn't take us out like that, right? So we've spent enough. We've spent a lot on Highway. I bet you, since he got his diabetes in the last, I guess I'll just say 10 months. we probably spent about $6,000. But, it is what it is. We took that responsibility, and it is our responsibility, and we will do it if we have to do without something. We have not had to. But I think beginning pet ownership really needs to be taken more serious by a lot of people. So, let me see. Oh, yeah. And I know you guys will have to pick me up off the computer desk when highway, we'll have to have one of these little chats, help me chats like I'm doing today. Like, it won't be pretty. He's like a baby. Like, Steve and I got together later, like Hannah is mine and Mary comes from Steve brings Mary into the marriage. We don't have biological children. We got together older, but we have raised Highway like a baby, right? Like we call it like mommy and daddy, like, it's kind of weird, but yet we all typically do that, right? So, but yeah, so it's not going to be pretty when Highway's gone. He's been such a lover boy. It's not going to be pretty at all. I will get another pet, but it will probably take me, I'll have a little downtime. I'm sure. I'll have a little downtime between. Let's see. Oh, ouch, Mom. For God's sake. Okay, I don't know what to say to that. I don't want to throw shade on your mom, but wow. I'm sorry. Can I just blame it on the oxy, but Crystal's mom, wow. Okay, I'm sorry. Our pets give us years of love. They open up your heart to levels of love that you may not have even known. If you take pet ownership seriously, like they're going to stretch your heart open so big with love. That's priceless. Yes. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to throw shade on your mom. I'm sorry. Or take it, let me do it because you really can't. Because, that's your mom. You got to be respectful. So, and then we can blame it on Oxy for Yvonne getting crunchy. Okay. So there's that. So. Oh my goodness. What else can we talk about, you guys? Anybody else want to share what they got for Christmas? I know a lot of us, I don't think we're feeling the Christmas feels too much this year, right? I don't know. I did get some friend mail. I got some awesome friend mail. And of course, Jackie, my love, sends me stuff. Some of it for you guys, some of it for me. When I come back to doing live sales, she sent y'all some cool stuff that you are going to love. I don't know if I have it up here. I think Charlotte, was that you, Charlotte? Amy sent me something. Hang on. Let me look at this. Yes, Charlotte, are you still here? Amy Yoso Boho sent me a box. You bought me some safety pin art for the collection. And Amy added a piece too that she had. Yes. She says, hey, soul sister. One of these is from Charlotte. One is from me. Love you, Amy. You guys know what I'm talking about. Amy. Yes. Did you guys see Amy's new haircut? It's to die for. Did you see it? It's like it's kind of like an updated version of a little 70s shag with bangs. And it's a really awesome color. Did you see that? So cute. Hang on, you guys. I can't lift too much at a time, but let me pull these out. I can't bring up the whole box. Hang on. So Charlotte, I don't know which one is from you and which one is from Amy, but thank you. I don't have anything like these two. This is cool. So it goes into the collection. You guys have helped me build some epic collections that I really need to figure out what all I'm going to do with. I'm like, man, I want to be like, I don't want these to just go away. Like, I don't know. There's this crazy place in Pennsylvania. I was thinking about this. I have a lot of downtime to think, you guys. And then also when you're a little high, yeah, you go down rabbit holes. But there's this place that Kate, Follow That Bug Vintage, and I'll have to go find it and remember, but it's in Pennsylvania. And it's like this guy has this crazy big warehouse where it's all these little crazy collections of stuff. And I'm like, I need to, now that I'm older, I'm a senior citizen now. Now that I'm older, I could live 15 years, 20 years. I could live maybe only 2. Who knows? I need to make some plans, especially for the smiley face collection and this. Now, the John Perry and my Panthers, which are epic, and my lucite grapes, those are all easily sellable. And my husband knows if I go before him, if George is still alive, to call George to come get it. And George will know, he'll sell it. He knows. But like this and the smiley face collection, like I want to make some plans, especially the smiley collection. So I was like, I wonder if someplace like that would be interested in adding a section, of all the smiley stuff, my smiley collection, which really isn't mine. It's the Thrifty Rich Club smiley collection, because there are some important pieces in there. There are some really epic, important pieces and some hard to find pieces. Do you know what I mean? So I wonder if would I have to leave some money to maintain it, or would he just be excited to have it and add it to his business? Because he charges money, and you go, I think you ride a train. I think you can walk through some of it, and some of it you ride a train. But I don't know if anybody remembers what that's called. But if I ever go to Pennsylvania, which I will, because that's where my husband's from. We have family there. His mom lives there. We'll be in Pennsylvania again at some time in our life. I'm going to hit that place. I want to go see it for sure. Let me see what you guys are saying. I regret not buying. Somebody just sent me another one too. Who was that? Oh, Sue Mathis. If you're listening in the background, she sent me another one. I told her she should keep it and plug it in. We'll be sisters on Christmas. They're so cool. But she sent it and added it to the collection. And the one she sent is really extra cool. I actually did put that on the counter for the holidays, because this one is one of the coolest ones I've had that I've bought or had sent to me. The lighting was different. The light strand in it was different. It wasn't just primary colors. It had some unusual pastels. No, not pastel. Kind of like a sherbet looking colors. I don't know. I might still have a picture on my phone because I sent Sue a picture. I'm like, oh my God, this one's so cool. Let me back up. Charlotte, you're still here. Which one of these did you send me? Wait a minute. I don't know. Ha. But anyways, if anybody remembers, if anybody knows that place I'm talking about in Pennsylvania that Kate Follow That Bug did. Oh gosh, she did this when she first came over to YouTube. So I guess it's been about 1.5 years now. But it's just this crazy warehouse of all these funny collections. Oh, well, thank you. Then I'll just put you and Amy in my journal. I'll just put both of you. Let me see, you guys. Let me see. Won't just toss it when I'm going. Yeah, I've got a journal. I've got a journal for things. Okay. And then this was funny. And I got this from Jackie. She knows I'm a big Cher fan. Oh, I will cry when we lose Cher. There's some celebrities that I do cry when they're gone. The first one was Stevie Ray Vaughan. Oh my gosh, I don't even understand why, but I was living in Texas. I guess that's why. Oh my gosh, that was 30 years ago, right? A little bit when Mike, I like some celebrities I cried. David Bowie recently, that was a tearjerker. Cher will be a big deal. I grew up watching the Sunny and Cher show. My mom loved that. So I'm a big Cher fan, big time. Super big time. And then, this is so funny. We cracked up laughing. She sent this for Steve. She knows, I always tell you guys, when I'm out of town, Steve lives on peanut butter, bananas, and coffee. So she said a banana holder for his lunch. We laughed so hard at this. She said, you may want to keep it for a Valentine's present, but it was so funny. I had to show him because it was just hilarious. If you're in the background, Jackie, we laughed so hard over this. So, and then she sent some more stuff, and she sent, oh, there's that thing. Wait a minute. Actually, oh, I got to be careful. Darn it. Well, let me see if I can plug this in. You guys, I don't know if it'll work, though, because of the... No, it won't work anyways. Even if I plug it in, it won't. You won't be able to see the, because of the other lights. You won't be able to see this unusual light strand that has like orange sherbet bulbs in it. It's just a different kind of light strand. So it's very unique. So although this is a common pattern, because of the light strand that this one is in, that Sue found and sent me, it's unique. It's missing a star, but I had one. So I don't know where it is, probably down in the bottom of the box. So, and then I'll show you guys. I don't know why Jackie does this, seriously. I love that girl. She's going to come see me. She won't take any money from me. She's going to come see me and almost spoil her like the Dickens whenever she does. Or this spring sometime, I will go find her and spend some time with her. I've got to do something, and she won't take money from me. So she won't tell me what her PayPal is. She claims she doesn't have it. But she sent these items, so y'all know I have to keep this. These are smaller sizes. And this, y'all know that's a keeper for me. It's a candle holder. Pretty cool, huh? So that's going in my collection. So, okay. I got to be careful. Let me not do that. Let's talk about something else. I've got a little, you guys, I got a little, wait a minute, let me see. The Old Shed Works, is that it? Is that it? The Old Shed Works? Because I think a lot of influencers go and take pictures of themselves there too, right? Okay, let me see if that's it, you guys. Where's my, what do I do with my laptop? I don't know. Let me see if that's it. Let's go look at that. I think Charlotte, I think that rings a bell. You guys, thanks for hanging out with me. We're just chatting. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am getting so bored and like antsy. Like just a little juvenile teenager. But because as I feel better, right, I want to do stuff, but there's only so much I can do. So hang on. I want to say, we're going to look up the Old Shed and see. I never got to see Cher in concert. Oh gosh, it'd be so great. I just share everything, and being a little outside of mainstream, I loved all her, and fashion and modeling. I loved all her outfits. Just, it's got that slightly rocker flair sometimes. I just love it all. She's just so cool. Her life hasn't, even though she's a celebrity with a gazillion bucks, she's had some hardships in her life too, right? Okay, and somebody else wanted to say one more thing, and then I'm going to, when Dolly passes, that's going to be sad too. Yeah, Led Zeppelin members, that's going to hit me hard. Cher, there's a lot of people. And then it's not just celebrities. I mean, there's some other important people, like political people. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hi, Kathy. Hi, babe. I watched some of the replay of your sale yesterday. Kind of brought a tear to my eye, babe, quite frankly. But hi. Hi, sweetie. Okay. So, Elon, you taking off? All right, baby. So let's go back. I want to look up, what'd you say, Shed Works? Okay, let me go see. Appreciate you guys being here. Shed Works, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Is that what it's called? Old Sled. Okay, Old Sled. Excuse me. That's it. Yes. So is it an actual store? Wait a minute. Is that it? No. No, but that's good too. I remember she did that. No, that's good too, though. No, this is a place where you don't buy stuff. You just look at everything. You just look at everything. Why cry, Yvonne? It's because Kathy's got her situation's not good. It has gone from bad to maybe it can be fixed to not good for Kathy. Okay, but that is a cool place though. Old Shed Works. No, this was a place. Let me see. It was like a museum. Here, let's try this. Crazy Museum, Pennsylvania. Let's see if I can find it. Is it the Museum of Illusions? I don't know. Okay, I'll have to go back through or ask Kate what it was. 9 weirdest museums in Pennsylvania. Let's see if it's in there. I didn't know there were so many. There's 9 weird museums apparently in Pennsylvania. Who knew? I think that's it right there. Scranton's Houdini Museum. No, that. All right. We'll move on. So apparently there's 9 though. Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, Kathy the kitty cat, you guys. Doing okay. Just got bored and restless and thought I'd give my husband a break from my little rabbit hole psychological philosophical discussions. Okay, I've been doing, but like I've been thinking of ideas on how I'm going to restructure and move forward my business. So I get out my phone and I've got lots of notes, because I can talk to text notes, plans to get them out of my head. I spent 2 days earlier when I was really high, like week 1, using some AI app, and I took pictures of all my friends that do YouTube, like Kathy and Amy Yosoboho and Chris, Skylar, and who else? Jeremy, Meriwether Market, myself, I don't know. And I just made all these AI crazy pictures for our thumbnails. They probably thought, okay, Yvonne. But in all fairness, Skylar did use one of them over on his Whatnot cover. So there's that. But I had a free trial for 3 days. And so I was just like, and I made myself a few. I needed to update the one where I wear my Statue of Liberty crown for my avatar, my thumbnail. I needed to update that one because that one's like 5 years ago. Not that I've changed that much, but I've gotten a little older. Okay, so I don't want to try to, I'm not trying to act like I'm 20. I'm not the filter queen, believe me. So I wanted to kind of update it, even though the other one's not that old. I can still use it. It shows my age just fine. Like I'm not trying to, be fake. But I thought, well, I'm having downtime. There was a free trial. Let me go update it. So I went down the rabbit hole. I just made myself a whole bunch of things. And then I said, well, let me just make some from all my friends. Yeah, I'm not the filter queen. Nope. And they're obvious they're AI because they're that high contrast, that AI style that's kind of trending right now. So, I mean, they're obvious. And I tried to make them to where, like, we're doing crazy things so that you guys would know, obviously, that they're AI, that all of us aren't trying to act like we look like we're 20 years old fashion models. So I tried to do, like, Jeremy and I, like, for the last sale, I used 2 of them that I made were riding unicorns. You get my drift? So I tried to make it obvious. We're skydiving. One of them were mermaids. One of them were like Star Trek characters or something, or we're riding a dolphin or a whale, or we're petting sharks or lions. Where it's obvious because it's AI. It's that high contrast AI where it makes us all look better. So I wanted to make it obvious that we're not trying to be like, that is so stupid. I don't understand the filter game. Like, what about when people meet you in person? Like, Like, what are you going to do? So, the Allie Williams Museum of Kitsch. What is that? Let's go see. Let me put my glasses back on. Let's go see what she's talking about. Yeah, Kathy, I sent you a bunch, but you were in the throes of a bad time, so you might not know, but I sent you some. I hoped you saved them because I did go through, because it was like 200 of them between all of us. So I did finally go through and delete everybody's but mine. Let me go look this up, you guys. Allie Willis Museum of Kitsch. Okay, see if that's it. Otherwise, I got to go back through all of Kate's stuff, or I can just text Kate. She'll answer when she's not busy. I made one with you holding a chicken. I did. I know. I got one too, holding a chicken and petting tigers and polar bears and just crazy stuff. So it was obvious, you guys, that we're just having fun with the new AI thing. American Treasure Tour. Okay, let me start with this one. Allie Willis. Okay. Allie Willis Museum of Kitsch. There it is. It pulled it up. Let's just see. I think you're charged enough. Mom, if you happen, I forgot to call you, but if you happen to wander and are in the background, hi, babe. Hi, Mom. Love you. Let's see. I don't know if that was it, but that looks the largest assemblage of kits on the planet. Okay, if that's not it, that might be the what I need to talk to you about. Hey, when I pass on, if you're still viable, will you take my smiley face collection because it is epic? The Thrifty Rich Club, wouldn't that be cool if we all had, because a lot of you have donated, if we had our collection in a museum just to live on forever? Wouldn't that be so great? Huh. Well, she looks the most interesting woman in the world that no one has heard of. Big old news from the most interesting woman in the world no one has heard of. Okay, she looks crazy. In the Washington Post, Allie Willis is the most interesting woman you've never heard of. Haha. Oh, I'm going to bookmark that. I'm going to send that to myself on Messenger so that I can remember. Yeah, you guys should bookmark that too and check that out. There's the website. That looks so awesome. Oh, she's on Instagram. I'm going to go follow. I'm following right now. She only has just under 900 followers. How is that possible? And there it has a bunch of pictures of her stuff. Cool. Thank you for that one. I don't think that was it, Patty, but thank you. That's a good lead. I can't wait to research. I'll have fun looking into that more tonight. Okay, so what was the other one? Someone else had something. Let's talk about death. No. Okay. Well, I'm a senior citizen now, so yeah, come on, really. We need to not be afraid. I mean, those of us that are Gen X, we need to not be afraid about it. I mean, it's reality. Something is going to take us out. So, bucket list. Think about it. I think it was renamed by the millennials bid list before I die. So, I'm going to, wait a minute, there was another one. She was in Pennsylvania. So somebody thinks the American Treasure Tour. Let's see if that was it. I'll just text her later if we don't find it. Treasure Tour. That's in Pennsylvania. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah, are they riding on a car? That's it. That's it, Charlotte. Friday, Saturday, 10 to 8, and they just open on the weekends. Not today, of course. Yes, that is it. American Treasure Tour. A lighthearted adventure through 100,000 square feet showcase of pulp culture. That's what I'm talking about. Pictures alone cannot justify the magic. Yes, that is it. Thank you so much, love. And they have a video. Let that focus. Hang on. It'll focus in a minute. Well, they have a video on their website. American Treasure Tour Museum. Let me let that focus. It's not going to. I'm going to go send that to myself on my messenger. Send it to Yvonne Robinson. Thank you. Ha ha ha. That's going to be so fun to go to. When we need to go visit his mom. His sister. My husband's from Pennsylvania. So not too far outside. It's a small town called Danville. Not too far from New York, I think. So we haven't been there in a few years. That's going to be great. So what do you guys think? Don't you think that's a cool idea? Don't you think? Like, Charlotte, love you, babe. Thank you. But Patty, that's cool too. I'm going to investigate that tonight too. That's so cool. Pennsylvania, you guys. Okay, let's see where you guys are at. House of Oddities. Let's see what Jerry's saying. Look at House of Oddities and Curious Goods in Elizabethtown. Well, let me see. But that where we were just at with what Charlotte said, that's the one I'm talking about. But Kate may have been to other ones. Maybe I don't think I've ever missed a Kate video, but let's see. Let's go look at this too. House of Oddities and Curious Goods, Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. I do almost everything talk to text, which is, if you guys text with me, this is why it gets crazy. And sometimes some of my comments are wrong. Sometimes I don't even go back and correct it. But okay, now, and this is what I say. I ain't saying my friends love it, but they get used to it. That's what I say. All right, let's see. They don't have a website though, but they have a Facebook page. But that looks fun too. Photos. Oh my goodness, that looks fun too. Look at all these. Yeah, well, like that one website said 9 weird museums in Pennsylvania. How fun. So when I do go visit family, I'm going to take time. We're going to go hit every one of them. Wouldn't that be fun? That would make a great video series. Thank you for that. So let me send that to myself too. I don't know how because they don't have a website. Let's see if they have Instagram. They have they have Instagram too. Okay, follow. So they have Instagram too, you guys. If you're on Instagram and Facebook. They don't have very many followers either, but they have lots of pictures. I don't want too many pictures though, because I want to be surprised. Super fun. Well, how long have I been on? Oh, 2 hours. Have we been chatting for 2 hours? Oh my gosh, thanks you guys. Thank you for letting me use some more of my words. Carrie, are you out? Bye, babe. Bye-bye. All right, you guys. Unless there's something else you want to talk about, I feel a lot better. Thank you so much. Like I said, I was just going to go get some social media time over on Instagram, and I was like appalled at the freak out for TikTok, and further appalled when I was reading all the comments from mostly from the younger people who seem clueless as to what is really happening, as to who started what, who's to blame, blah, blah, blah. It was insane. I was like, some of you young people need to quit getting your news from TikTok, from little 10-second sound bites. Like, you were so uninformed or you were so clouded with disinformation. It's scary. Whew. Oh, hi, Stephanie. All right, you guys. I will. Yeah, you guys hung out with me for a long time, longer than I thought. Thank you so much. I feel a lot better. I better put my neck brace back on for a while. hit my meds, finish my chicken and potatoes. I'm just eating bland stuff. Nothing really tastes good, but I have to have my nutrition. All right. I did notice two people, if you're here, paid late after my surgery for your sales boxes, but I haven't been able to work with them. But now that I'm feeling a little better, I can slowly start to work on them. So I'll get those two out. You know who you are. Of course, even if I do it tonight or tomorrow, I'm not going to have my husband go out in this frigid cold. So it'll be a couple days. Let's see. Tomorrow I am on a social media ban for political reasons, political boycott reasons. So maybe I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Love you much. Bye for now. Remember, keep your love alive. Over and out.